Hello, and thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast, the best skateboard podcast in the world. Today is October 8th, 2019. We're the Fillet. You know who we are. How was everyone's week? I did no skateboarding. How about you guys?
Again?
You know what?
Did you at least cruise? No cruise.
No.
Drew, it's been a while for you. You're gonna have to.
I know.
By next week's episode, we're gonna need to. I need to hear. Yeah, I did some tray flips this week. At least ollied up some curbs or some pushed around.
Am I gonna get kicked out the Fillet if I don't make it happen?
There's a mute button right here, so I can put that.
Well, just so you know, I think you can mute me, but don't kick me out.
Okay, it'll mess up the recording, huh? Yeah, I won't do that. But just come on, skate a little.
I know you did some skateboarding. You're coming out with some shit on Instagram. What's wrong with you, man? Jesus.
What did I? Oh well,
you
yeah.
came out with some shit last week where you do some. I didn't even care about the grind that you did, but that fakie flip you did with the bending of the knees was nasty.
That was good.
I didn't even know you had fakie flips like that.
And it just felt good that day. I don't know.
It was pop.
Sometimes.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you did some shit over there at the Diamond Park too, right? Didn't you
Just
learn fakie half cap?
I did half cap crook, yeah.
Finally learned it, huh?
Yeah, the trick never made sense to me, which is weird because I like half cabbing into stuff, but I didn't understand half cab crooks. But now they're starting to make a little sense. So,
yeah. Are you gonna now evolve into the nollie cab into things?
No, I'll stick with half cab into stuff. Just learn it into more stuff, or get better at doing it into the tricks I already do it into. I can't all 180 into stuff. No way. I like half cab it into stuff though. Half cab nose manis or half cab feeble.
Fakie big spin's kind of like a half cab.
Yeah, dude, you know what trick I've always thought would be sick? Well, two of them. Fakie big spin nose manual.
Ooh.
And to upgrade that, if someone did fakie big flip nose manual would be so.
Yeah, you never really see.
Yeah, that's a natural progression.
That would be amazing. I mean, you
Yeah.
see half cap flip nose mani, half cap heel nose mani. I haven't done either of those.
Yeah.
You doing a Danny Policelli?
Daniel Paulcelli, fakie big flip mani. I've done that one, but not like Dan. He's got that one easy.
Shout out to Dan for last week's drop on the Junkie Monkeys. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Reef, what about you? Come on, you manny master.
Actually, no manuals. We were skating that DIY I brought up, I think, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Wait a minute. I thought that was finito. I thought we were donezo. I thought it was demolished-o.
It is demolished, the ledge we made, but happens to have a ledge brought there by some skaters So our skate park down the road, not my hometown park, but the skate park down the road is getting remodeled. It's like a fabricated skate park where it's like, ramps and ledges and boxes, whatever. And so they took the old ones out and gave them, like, we're going to throw them in the dump. And so one of the skaters grabbed it, put it in their truck, and brought it to the DIY. So we have like a little skate park ledge there. It's pretty cool. And then we have you guys skated those black crates that are like pallets? They like grind perfectly every time.
I know. You know what crates I have? No, I haven't personally skated, but I've seen. I don't think it was Billy. Someone was messing with one of those milk carton crates that you ollie on and then it slides.
Oh, Josh was doing that.
Josh, thank you.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I like those clips.
But not an actual pallet. You were sliding and grinding on that?
Yeah, they're literally like that butter bench material. It just grinds perfect every time. So we have some of those out there. It was fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Had a good time with it.
Grant, do they still have that PLA ledge? Oh, no.
Oh,
Palace? The Palace, sorry, yeah.
No, the city took that out the day after it got put in.
Dang.
They did two of them, right?
Yeah, so Palace put one at Frogtown Park and at South Pasadena, and they're both gone the next day. And the city actually closed South Pasadena for, I don't know, at least a few days or maybe a week, the skate park, after that happened.
Oh, and retaliation. Oh, you fuckers think you're going to get by us, huh? I'll show you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I get it. Probably some sort of liability thing, but it is a bummer, especially, I mean, both those parks, like Frogtown, there's just like I skate there. I like the park, but it's just a crappy little ledge. Like, the ledge there is crappy, little metal one. So it was a really good upgrade, but the city got rid of it. Palace put a great ledge in there. Whoever they hired to build that, they killed it.
It's a shame. They should just put one near their. Don't they have a shop, right?
They do, yeah.
Wonder if it's possible for them to build it near their shop.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
You know, that'd be interesting, like around. Oh, but you know what? That's kind of rough. Damn, I was thinking like maybe if they're near an alleyway. Like
you know Pizzanista?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Long Beach one, or you've just been to
I've
the
heard
one?
I've heard about it. I've seen it too.
Yeah, they have a ledge there.
Yeah, they told me. Or Knox Godoy is actually the one that told me about it.
Oh, sick. Yeah, right around the corner, like, right by the front door, pretty much. There's a coping.
Old boy, alumni, come on, help me out.
John Dilo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Killing it on his day in the
Day in
life.
the life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
They
I
need to
guess
get that.
that just worked out good because they're like on a corner, so they kind of have more availability for that, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe if the Palace thing's just like a storefront in the middle of a block, and it's hard to put an obstacle out there. But
They need to get that 24-hour feed on that Pisanista ledge. That'd be sick.
live feed on the ledge.
Yeah, I love that idea.
That'd be cool.
You get a website link going.
Mhm.
Say who's killing it today. I would
It's
love
so funny.
that. That is such a
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah.
I was one of you guys that mentioned it, but that idea I really like a lot. We might need to drop a line to oh man, I'm gonna forget his name. Is it a guy?
Well, Solomon mentioned it
Okay,
in
thank
that
you.
John Dilo thing.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? He could come up with some good something. You know, get a little sponsor on it. Say this live feed is brought to you by the homies. I like that idea.
No.
I like that idea a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, idea I like about more right now. Mark
Suciu for Sodi?
Yeah. Oh, for Sodi? Damn. So is it neck to neck? Is he right up there?
No, he's not. Oh, he's in first.
Oh, first. Oh, okay. So we're just gonna act like.
In my opinion.
Okay. So we're gonna act like Carlos doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say Carlos.
Interesting.
I'm not saying that. Carlos is still there. He's still in the conversation.
But
and I believe Carlos has more footage on the way. But after the 12-minute banger of a part that's full of NBDs, it's seriously, it's like a movie. Like it's so many spots you've never seen. It's creativity not only in his trick selection, but in where they're skating. You can tell how thought out it is. Like the way the sections are when the songs change. The last song when it's just backbreaking ledge tricks the whole time. Where he'll do like an insane trick and then more of a simple one after, but it's all lines.
Yeah.
It's truly like a masterpiece. I don't know what else you would call it. That's one of the best. Like that video part's going down forever as like one of the best.
Says it was released on the 3rd, and it's the 8th right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's already almost at 400,000.
And that's only on YouTube because it's also on the Thrasher on their own player, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's amazing.
What's Verso? So that's the name of his part, Verso part. You know what?
It is.
Does anyone know what that is?
I'm not sure. One thing I want to see, I might have a screenshot of it. So a little backstory for, I don't know if either of you have heard about this or any of the listeners that haven't. They actually premiered this part a little over 2 months ago, I think it was. They did a premiere at Atlas, which is the shop that Suciu skates for. And they did a premiere in New York at, I think, Max Fish. And then the part was supposed to come out around that time, maybe like the following week or something. And this was when Suciu got the Thrasher cover of the back 50 that's in this part.
Mm-hmm.
And then it didn't come out, and there was kind of like no real update on what was going on. But now, if you read, he's had some interviews come out, and he's just trying to get his ender, basically. But they were going to put it out, I think, with a different ender, and then they delayed it. He ended up getting his ender, so that's what took so long, or took the extra time. But at that premiere at Atlas, I remember there being a picture. Someone posted a photo of the wall, and it had like a whole write-up of Suciu talking about like how he had a trick list for a couple years of like all these ledge tricks he wanted to do, and he wasn't going to put it out until he did. I think it was pretty much all of them. And I want to say in that little write-up that he had, it mentioned what Verso was. I think it had something to do with, I don't know. I might as well not. So I
on
want to find it.
Google, on Google, it says a left-handed page of an open book or the back of a loose document.
Okay.
It's also a noun.
That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I like the name.
I'd like to
It's a
find
cool
out.
name.
It sounds like a good name for a shoe.
Actually, it does. I back that.
Yeah.
That's that one.
But he is a scholar, so that and it kind of goes with what you said, Drew. The definition of the. But what'd you say? A left page of a book.
He
Damn it, I
mentioned that
exited
in
out,
the
but
write-up.
Yeah.
In his write-up thing, I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but I remember it talking. It was somehow like book related. So
Mhm.
Look
All
at
in
us!
all, that-
Look at us getting what is it? What's Sherlock Holmes on the podcast? I love it. We're out here trying to crack the case.
Yes.
yeah,
So
but
here's a question here. So I'm assuming that he got every trick in that list. Yes.
I
Looks like it.
want to say so. Yeah.
So what do you guys make of? I mean, this is 12-minute part. Now, would Suciu be smarter just to release half of it and then get another half out for his Sodi run? Or do you go for length and a one-time shot?
I think he had it all, like Grant said. I think he had it very thought out. So I think the whole part. It might sound long, but how they transitions with the songs and kind of with like the skating. I mean, the last part was all like ledges, and then there was a New York almost section, a lot of New York footage. So I don't know. I think it's how he did it was how he wanted it. So I feel like he wasn't planning on like sitting on some footage, and I think he was ready to put it all at once. I love the video part. It's amazing. I've watched it like 5 times within this week. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
he kept it all together.
It's an interesting question. I don't think Suciu cares about Sodi. I don't think it's him trying to win Sodi. I think it's just this is when he got all the footage he wanted to get.
Uh-huh.
But as far as just in general,
Well,
like
us
what
as a skateboarders, as a community, what do you think? You think he's better off waiting or doing it this way?
dude, I don't know. It's a tough one because I'm thinking back to last year. Tyshawn won Sodi, and his big thing of last year was he dropped one really long video part in
Yeah.
Blessed. So
And it's
that's
kinda not-
pretty comparable to Suciu. Obviously,
Yeah,
just in
that sounds
sense.
exactly. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
exact same thing. All right.
So I mean, I think it could work either way. There's going to be dudes that put stuff out the whole year, and it's cool to see that. And there's dudes that work a really long time on a project and drop one long project. So I don't think one has an advantage over the other in terms of winning Skater of the Year. And again,
Sure.
some dudes don't even really care about that or worried about it. But I think I don't think it affects it too much. If your footage speaks for itself.
Yeah, I just like
True.
to play speculate Sam, but it's all right.
Oh, I got a question.
Ooh.
2007. Who was Skater of the Year? Was it Mark Johnson?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Because he had a 3-song part for Fully Flared, and I'm pretty sure he actually was Skater of the Year 2007.
Yeah, based on you saying that's when Fully Flared come out, I'm gonna say yes. But I'll go.
I mean,
No, wait.
no? I might be wrong.
Well, hold on, let me pull this up.
Okay. But yeah, that I don't know. It's just like a different way of going about it. Just throwing out an 11-minute part. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so just to confirm, so it was MJ 2007, which, I mean, once you said that's when Fully Flared dropped, makes sense. I just didn't know that off the top of my head that it came out in that year.
Yeah.
But yeah, another good example.
Mhm.
But at the same time, 2007, back then, most of your footage is going to be coming out in more like full-length type of videos, whereas now it's easy to put footage out any day of the year, almost,
Yeah.
But
Multiple times a day if wanted on
If you
on
want to.
Instagram. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So to me now, I know we mentioned the Sodi thing, him and Carlos and whatever. I would say Suciu right now, but I don't know. Carlos is gonna have more footage. Maybe somehow Suciu will have something else drop. I don't know. But at the end of the day, more importantly than that, Suciu's part is amazing. And I mean,
Yes.
even on the note of Carlos, he's had such great footage come out this year. So,
I agree.
and it gets exciting the last few months of each year as the Sodi race becomes like more and more of a thing for kind of people. We're towards the end. We're in the last quarter. There's going to be a lot of footage to talk about coming up.
Yes. Don't they announce it kind of early too? Like, I feel like they always announce it kind of
December.
Before the end of the year, really. But
yeah, it's like the first or second week of December usually.
It's exciting though. I'm excited.
Yeah, so we'll know in about 2 months, and I'm sure we'll see an insane amount of footage, of gnarly footage until then.
Mm-hmm.
So what stuck out in this video part for you, Reef?
I'm
not ready to go through Grant's Santa Claus list yet.
Well, I'm sure I'll maybe knock off a little. All of it's so good, but there was some on Skate Loop that I got to see quite a bit over and over, and I was enjoying it, just watching it, being mesmerized by it. That
Skate Loop. Dude, make sure you guys follow the Skate Loop on Instagram, please.
Yes, it's a good one.
Run by yours truly, Grant Fiero. Sorry, Reef, go ahead.
No, you're good. Front board, pretzel out, 270 out the hard way. Oh my God. And it's in a line, but it was just, that made me I was tripping out when I watched that first time. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. But Mark has those quick feet. We all know that. And that was a good one. He also did some really big stuff. The Nollie full cab, Nollie 360, whatever you want to call it.
Man, I love that trick so much.
Yeah, and D7, the blocks.
Yeah, the big blocks in New York. It was amazing. Great footage or filming of it. 2 angles, 2 long lens angles, if I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and some other stuff he did. I'm pretty sure they were mirrored lines of the ender, but the first one he starts it off with a 50 instead of ends it with the 50 in the line, and it's the Nollie half cab heel 50 or nose grind 180, I think. I don't know. His tricks are so complicated I can't say off the top of my head, but that one was pretty good. He also did a line where you don't see this trick too often. Fakie flip, switch front 50, back 180 out.
Yeah, that one was crazy.
I was like, God, that looks so sick. I want to learn that one, but it'll probably take me a couple of years. But yeah, Mark is truly a master of the skateboard. So, one more trick. Switch back nose blunt. I think it's like the second
trick.
Yeah, the second clip. He does switch back nose blunt, kick flip out, like fakie flip out pretty much of the back switch back nose blunt. And it was just like, what? That was second clip? Like, we're in for a treat right now.
Yeah. But he got straight to it.
Yeah.
Straight to it.
Great video.
He's goofy, right?
Correct.
Looks like he is.
Correct.
I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'm tripping, but at 4 minutes and 5 seconds, it's a rare sight of him having ripped pants. He doesn't.
Oh, on his butt, huh? When he's pushing, when he has the like tan shoes on.
Yeah, with the red boxers just sticking out at you like a bull. It looked like a bull straight up fucking.
I'm trying to remember that clip because I remember noticing that. That's how I knew the shoes.
Full cab
he
and then
jumped
the
down a
switch
set.
frontside flip. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and you were right about the tan shoes. That's rare, right? I never see him tore up like that.
Yeah, Suciu'S always looking pretty clean.
Yeah, he's always clean. He looks like he looks like the type of guy that wouldn't skate unless he shaves in the morning.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Toenails. Yep.
Dude.
Yeah. I wonder if he's bummed out about that clip. He's like, damn, I just did it too clean, bro. I just gotta use it. That's something else. Skating when it's like there's snow out, that's weird to me. You can tell we're California boys.
That is weird though for me. For
sure. You're like, oh, watch out for the ice chunk, bitch.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Anything else that stood out to you, Grant?
I mean, I'm sure there's you could list so many tricks, but just in general, I thought it was cool. There's little sections where he'll just back-to-back tricks on a spot. He does that with a double set. He does nollie, and then I think backside flips it. The switch tray is so amazing.
Oh yeah.
And just in general, the creativity to think of the ledge tricks that he does, as well as the skill to actually do them and do them good, is insane. And I like that last section that we mentioned where it's just the crazy ledge tricks. You could tell the song starts to pick up, and it's just quick lines with mind-blowing ledge tricks that no one's ever done. So all in all, it's just great. And I guess one trick in specific, I actually looped it this morning. Fakie front crook half cab flip. I've only seen that trick done one other time, and it's by Griffin Gas, and he did it really well too. They kind of flicked out of it differently. Griffin's was at a skate park on Instagram at the Diamond Park. So Mark's was I think the first one I've ever seen in the streets, and he did it very well. So that's a super cool one. And it kind of goes along with his normal ledge thing of where he's usually spinning against. He does everything the hard way, basically. Constantly spins one way and out the other, which takes so much control. So, yeah.
Suciu was who's he ride for? Habitat.
Correct.
Getting more alien vibes in this video part, man.
He skated an alien in one of the clips. It's on the.
Remember he posted some of them.
He skated where he does the blunt side to back 5-0 over like the little skate knob.
That. On the pyramid, the shootout ledge.
Yeah, on that shootout ledge, he skates an alien board on one of the clips because he does multiple clips on that.
Yeah, he did a bunch of tricks on that. Switchback tail, big spin, switchback 50 front big.
Yeah, I think it might be the switchback tail big spin, but yeah.
Yeah. One thing, dude, back nose blunt on Blubba.
Oh,
was
yeah,
insane.
that came. Yeah, I noticed that.
And backlip kickflip, like there was,
and at night too.
Perfect. Was so tall out of the back, like so popped out of the backlip, and he did a front blunt pop out before the kink, like that stuff like that. That's cool to me, where he just killed off a spot, like just 3 bang one spot. So crazy.
You know, I was skeptical when you were throwing out the SOTY on Suciu, but it ain't stupid to say. It ain't dumb.
Not at all. It's an insane video part.
Yeah. I totally forgot about those clips too. Those were
There's so many clips. That's one thing I was thinking about. Like,
well, that's what happens when you have a part this long.
Footage he has in that thing, you know.
True.
It's insane.
And then
the backlip kickflip was so beautiful. I totally forgot about that one. Yeah, that one.
If you're really gonna marinate on this part, and the more you talk about it, you're gonna say, "Oh, and don't forget that one." And then
exactly.
So we better move on. I feel like we've been right on Mark Suciu for a minute now, but that's dope video part. Cool stuff.
Yes.
I was watching the Zero. So the new Zero video part. Damn it all. We're under the impression that it's leaked. It doesn't look like it's out. Well, it wasn't supposed to be released yet. A YouTube account put it out there. I was watching quite a bit of it. YouTube account has a funny name too. I forgot what the name is.
No hands or something like that.
No end or something like that.
No ends.
Has end.
Oh, okay.
Incredible, man. You are my hero, dude. Please upload new slave video. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That was sick, too.
just keep fucking up other shit.
Yeah, do the toy machine video while you're at it.
Yeah,
Just
hell yeah, guys.
Yeah, just ruin everyone's jobs.
It's a tough thing for companies with the internet the way it is.
Yep. Well, at least in skateboarding, yeah. Gotta come up with different ways of releasing this stuff. Is the iTunes model just fucking out the window now? No one likes doing the iTunes model?
I think a lot of companies are a little afraid of even trying to sell a video at this point.
Oh, afraid? Oh, because what they think like they're asking too much money?
Just so much free content comes out. I think a lot of people are used to that. iTunes, though, you are right, because it is pretty hard to share. Like a digital download, the digital download thing has never made that much sense to me. It's nice because then it's just a file on your computer, but also you might as well just put it out for free because it's so easy to share a file like that. Yeah. So I don't know. Also, a little off topic of skateboarding, but I have heard some stuff about iTunes in general, possibly Apple like not really doing iTunes anymore or something.
Yep. I heard about that too.
Okay.
It's all going to Apple Music, and then Apple TV is going to be the new app for all their content, such as movies, TV shows, and all that. So skate videos will be there too.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I guess still an option somehow, but we haven't seen much of that.
Oh, you think we'll see a similar model compared to Netflix, where you pay a subscription?
Oh yeah.
Apple does have that coming out, yeah.
Yep.
They're working on it.
They're working on TV shows right now. They're already having...
Yeah,
they had a big press conference about that. You should have seen they had Oprah. They had, what's that guy that worked on...
Reese Witherspoon was
there.
There
you go. But who's the guy? Oh, Steven Spielberg. The guy who worked on E.T.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But let's talk about Damn It All.
Yeah.
Grant, you haven't seen this part yet.
I haven't seen any of it. No.
I've only seen the first 5 minutes of it. It looks like John Alley's in the beginning of it. Reef, you look like that you have the same eye. You think the same thing, huh?
Just a couple clips in there, or what?
Look like he has like his own little it's all him, like maybe a minute of him.
Oh, cool.
That's what I was gonna say. About a minute. Yeah, that's good.
Tight. He's got one of the best kickflips.
One of the best kickflip into anythings.
Yeah,
exactly.
anything.
It's cool too because Chris Weimer, that's on Zero. It's kind of the same way. Like that dude seems to be able to flick into every trick. Like, I think there's been a lot of comparisons of him as like a new age John Alley.
That's John Alley. That's 100% him. That is him.
Hey, but that's pretty awesome what you just said, Grant. That's like an honor because when John Alley came out, dude, those parts were amazing. The flick. A lot of people said no one like had it like that until he came around.
Yeah.
And then kids got inspired. I love it.
Yeah, and it's cool. I'm sure it's cool for Weimer to, I'm sure he's heard some people make that comparison, and then now to have some footage in the same video as him is probably a cool thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to finish it. Looks like a really good video.
Man, that nose blunt he did on Hollywood still fucked me up. I said, you need to chop that rail out. There's no need to skate it anymore. You guys are stupid. I don't care what you do on it. Obviously, more gnarly should have gone down that rail.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Drew did, who has first part?
Weimer.
So is Ali's footage in Weimer's thing? Or is
no,
it like right
it's
after?
Actually...
It's like before the intro.
It's before the intro.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. Cool.
I'm surprised Brockman's still skating. That's cool.
Yeah,
dude, he's so gnarly.
Slams, dude.
Been a gnarly dude for a long time. He's still like jumping and skating rails and stuff.
I'm just looking at Zero's notorious for their gnarly intros.
Yeah.
Play the music, have the guy step into the water pond that he's trying to jump the gap over. Have a guy hit his head. Have Windsor James smiling with that big old beard saying, ah!
I did watch the intro. I can see all this in my head right now. It's funny.
Have T-Guns just be T-Guns. A guy pretends to eat a cockroach. Just gnarly. Oh, my God. They're skating, what's that school by your house? That Reynolds frontside flipped?
Silvergate.
Yeah, it looked like someone tried to skate Silvergate.
Oh, really? I believe it's, I don't think it's a 14 anymore. I mean, it could be in that footage, but just nowadays, I think it's been switched, or maybe it's skate stopped. There's something different. There's some sort of construction happened related to that.
Is that before you moved, or is that some new shit you saw?
No, I think before I moved. But they've been working on this video for a minute, so it could just be someone skating the 14, which is gnarly. Super gnarly. I think it's tall.
Hey, so I'm having deja vu, right? So within every Zero video, the team always drastically changes. So I'm wondering how many of these guys am I not going to see again on the Zero video?
It's very possible. I do know from just hearing from people who went to the premiere that Frankie Villani and Chris Cole, obviously two ex-Zero riders, have footage in the friends section.
That's really cool.
Okay.
Which is cool. Yeah.
That is cool.
But speaking of
go ahead.
Brockman, when you ask Grant if he's been still jumping down in the intro, I do remember one clip. He tries switch 270 board slide on Bricktown. That's pretty gnarly. And I think it looks switched.
Gnarly. Yeah, he's regular.
Yeah, so it would have been.
Yeah, Brockman. Yeah, there should be switch. Yeah, switch 270 front board. That's crazy.
Brockman's one of the few. Oh, remember he went to the Transworld Park and he did that frontside 270 heel flip lip slide?
Oh, yes. Probably one of the only people who do that down a rail ever.
Yeah, I was there when he tried to do it at the National City Park. Kimball. Yeah.
Down that little rail in the front?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And
the electric...
Lenny, what's his name? Lenny Rivas? Is that the guy that used to ride for DGK?
Yes.
Yeah, he was filming, and T-Bone. T-Bone was over there hyping up as well. His little ghetto MP3 player boombox.
That's sick.
Probably playing some shit that James Brockman doesn't. You wouldn't see. You would just, like Slayer or some David Bowie or some shit. He had some ghetto shit, and he almost landed.
The one clip I always think of with James Brockman is that it's in San Diego. The front blunt down that hubba. I think it's like out of a parking garage and it's like stucco hubba, but it's I don't know I can't remember what video it's from, because it was he in I think he was in Osiris Feed the Knee. I think he was on Osiris.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I think it's that he does a front blunt on this hubba, and I'm pretty sure it's the Ender, and it's in San Diego because I've been there, and it was like that's fucked up what he did, but James is sick. It's sick that he's still skating.
That's tight.
I want to know if Tony Cervantes is on this part, as in this video.
Same. Because he's a ripper too.
Speaking of new full lengths, I actually did go down to a premiere for the Toy Machine video on Friday
you saw
night.
it?
I did, yeah. It was down in Costa Mesa.
Let's hear.
How far is that from you?
Probably like from here, from where I'm staying, it's probably about an hour or something. But I was already in Long Beach, and it was only like 30 minutes from there. So I kind of made the trip in increments.
Nice.
But yeah, it was good, dude. It was a little tough to see, honestly, at first, because the screen that they projected it on was the bottom of the screen was pretty much at the ground, and that place was pretty packed.
Oh.
And even for me being kind of a tall person, there was taller people than me. Like, if you were short, I feel like no way you could see it because I could barely see. There was tricks I missed. But luckily, they replayed it, and a lot of the people that were inside went outside for the second showing. So I got a better view that time for sure. I really
you
liked.
saw it twice.
Well, I think we showed up like 10 minutes late, missed the first two parts, because just little side note, first skate premiere I've ever been to that started on time. It was it was insane. Like
funny.
we got there at 8:10 and Tanner was like, "It's already starting." I was like, "What?" But good for them.
Yeah.
So we just stayed for the second showing to just to watch the couple parts that we missed the first time.
Okay.
Leo has some sick stuff in there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Really unique ender considering it being Leo Romero, which I thought was cool. Just not something you'd expect.
Not a rail trick?
Not a rail trick.
Wow.
Oh, a ledge trick.
Oh.
What? Oh, a Manny trick?
Leo Romero's ender is a manual.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
No, it's manual?
No. It's sick.
I don't keep
Believe
guessing.
me.
Okay.
You're not going to ruin it, huh?
just leave-
No, I don't want to ruin it.
Just leave it.
I
All
like
I'm saying is
spoilers.
that it's a really gnarly manual trick.
Oh.
CJ Collins did
Can
his
you
thing.
tell me what's gnarly about it? Is it the spot or is it just the trick?
Spot.
Okay,
Totally.
that's all I need to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Colin Provost holds it down. He's a gnarly part for sure. Skate stuff that you would expect him to do crazy tricks on, crazy launching over fences and stuff as he tends to do. Are you watching the Zero thing or what's going on?
Oh my God, Dane Berman is nasty.
We all know that. Come on.
Oh.
I can't. Well, I want to see Colin's part now that you say that, because I saw that ad of the ollie, dude. That off the off the grade, going over the stairs. That looks so gnarly.
Crazy random story. I was with some friends at that spot a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about if that would be possible.
Oh wow!
In the footage, like without seeing that photo or anything, I swear the footage it's obviously real, but like it's just so mind blowing. Like it made me think of yeah right, like when like
yeah,
they had fake green screen the kickers or whatever.
Yeah.
It really reminded me of that. Like he just goes off that grate and that thing's short, and just it's a long flat before the stairs even start.
Yeah,
it's probably I don't remember what this said. It's a 7 or 8. So, dude, it's so crazy.
The stair set, are they like kind of extended too? It kind of looks like it.
They might be. I don't remember noticing them being at least not like too extended.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of flat before the stairs even start from where he's popping from. So that's insane. But that's kind of his thing, like Colin skates little curbs that barely have tranny on him and does like backside airs. Like he somehow can just pop off the weirdest stuff.
Yeah, he can. He's crazy like that. So you said CJ though, real quick.
Yeah, CJ has part.
Was there like a good amount of street, or was it a lot of?
I'd say it was a little heavier on the tranny pool, but definitely. I think if I remember correctly, the trick I'm remembering as his ender, as long as that was his ender, it was in the streets.
Oh, right on.
Rails and stuff for sure. Yeah, there's definitely street stuff in his part. Miles Willard also his first part in a Thrasher cover earlier this year, and his part's sick. Definitely some gnarly stuff. Cool skating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it. What's going down, Drew?
What's up,
You're
Drew?
mesmerized. You're speechless.
Man, Dane Berman. Dane Byrne, what he did at that Oceanside Hubba, that was cool. That was really cool.
You have me interested.
Oh,
but
man.
I'll check it out later.
Watch it tonight.
I mean, it's not. I don't know. That's a high ass Hubba. I can't believe people are still skating that to this day. Thing's all fucked up.
I haven't watched it yet, but I think a photo came out maybe of Adam. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your last name right. Runsky. He does work for Zero and has, I believe, a full part in this video that he kickflip front tails it, which
That's some John Alley shit.
shouldn't be
that's
possible. That
crazy.
is so tall.
Kickflip front
downhill
tail,
landing.
such a heavy
that-
trick
yeah.
on a hubba.
So gnarly.
Oh my god.
Cool part.
So stoked to see that.
Yeah, it's gonna
You
be
know,
awesome.
I want to see Jamie Thomas's part. I want to see what he could do. See what he impossible 50 this time.
Yeah, exactly. That's good.
What you
Should
got?
we talk about the other highly sody contender, Carlos, who had more footage come out?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just
This is that part you were trying to mention last
Yeah.
week, right? Yeah.
yeah,
It came out later that day after we get finished,
Yeah,
right?
like that night. Yeah, it was so weird. I
So
don't know why.
annoying. God damn it. Well, we saw it first, motherfucker.
Yeah,
got
so
the
that part's
exclusive.
back. It's online. Did you guys check this out, Reef?
Yeah, I did. I liked it. It was he looks good in VX footage. I don't know.
I agree.
That the first line that you mentioned to us last week was so crazy. I was thinking when you said it though, I was thinking front crook, and I was like, that's really crazy. But still, but because you said front side, so I was like, my head just kept going with front side.
Yeah, 'cause I said not only front side heel.
Yeah, but it's still
The switch.
amazing line. There was some the switch inward heel
No slide.
slide. Oh my
That was
god.
a crazy looking one.
Yeah, and it looks so good on VX. I don't know. I just
No,
and all the,
it does not. It does not. What are
Yes,
all
it
those
does.
lines?
No, listen.
all those
it-
fucking glitches
all
and
the-
dirty head bullshit.
Yeah, but the whatever you want to call it, B-roll or like the extra clips of the racing, I loved it. I have two friends that are like super into racing. I sent this video to both of them.
Oh yeah.
I was like, you guys got to check this out. You'll like it. But yeah, I like it.
I do think it was cool that the like that B-roll with the cars and stuff, because I know that kind of went along with the collaboration. I saw Primitive post like some of the T-shirts they came out with the wheels, and I think some of them kind of had that race inspired, like some car related stuff onto it. So it was kind of cool to have a little theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Carlos's new board. I think it has a new.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He's a NASCAR fan?
Or sprint car. I think it was a sprint car.
Sprint car. Oh, what's a sprint car?
It's the one with the like
NASCAR.
NASCAR or sprint cars. The ones with like the spoiler on the back, and they have like the wheels that are
that are external away from that stick
Yes,
out.
thank you. There's a term for it. Yeah.
I don't know I don't know what that term is either. Shit, we're not a fucking car podcast.
Yeah. We're skate podcast. That's right.
So I'm curious about what's Crupie?
Crupie. It's Rodrigo Peterson's wheel company.
Who's Peter? Who's that?
Rodrigo Peterson,
You know that is true.
OG.
Yeah.
Oh, did he used to
Let's
ride for
skater.
Ammo?
Nah,
I never heard of him.
look him up. He was on
He was-
Boulevard.
Oh,
Well,
that's
no,
what I
before
was thinking of.
Boulevard.
I was thinking of
He was on
Boulevard. Wow.
Yeah.
Boulevard. Mm.
I don't know who he skated for before Boulevard.
I feel like I don't think it's Organica, but it kind of sounds right almost at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah, so it says wheel brand. It's only been around for a couple of years. But yeah, Carlos is on it. Tiago's on it.
I didn't
Tiago
know
has
Carlos is on Indy.
He is.
How come he doesn't go on Indy trips? I don't get it. What? What's so
I don't
funny?
know.
It was just funny.
He'd be
how
going
you
to
said-
pools on those trips. I don't know
Yeah.
what he's gonna
That-
do.
oh
Let's
yeah.
hang out with Pedro.
Pools and kink rails. I don't know.
Rhino hits him up. Hey, wait. He's like, nah, I'm trying to skate no pool.
He's like, you got a pin for some tables? He just in the schoolyard.
I just want to know how come he's not in the van, man. That'd be cool.
I mean, it definitely would kind of to switch it up for them, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a big team. I think probably pretty hard to
Hmm.
get everyone on their trips, but I hear you.
Is Reynolds still on Indy?
Yeah.
See, you don't see him on the trips either. I mean, what the fuck? What? I'm
No,
not even.
you're just-
I'm not
I
even
know.
trying to be
I know
funny.
it's just funny. I know
it's
it
funny
was
how
just
you say it.
naturally funny.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not
It's
a
just
funny
that
guy.
team.
You guys
That
are weird.
that team is huge, and when they go on
Yeah.
trips, what 5 to 10 dudes? So Can't be everybody, but I hear you.
They need to get the whole team on a van, single van.
That's gonna be a big van.
Yeah.
Every truck company's got huge teams.
Well,
It'd be
I mean,
crazy to see.
if we're going to talk about some truck companies, let's just talk about Thunder Trucks. They welcomed Kyron. Is that how you say
No,
it?
there's a Y before the R.
Crayon?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how to say it either.
Kyron.
Oh, okay.
Kyron Davis.
Oh, that sounds right.
That does look right, too, when you say it. I never heard
Yep.
of Kyron Davis.
He's European. He used to be skate for Cliche. Do you remember that last Cliche video?
I've only seen one.
It's,
Which one? Bon Voyage?
Yeah, Bon Voyage.
I don't think that was it.
No,
Bon
he's in
Appetit.
there.
It's the one that Brophy had last part.
Honestly, I don't
With
know.
that
What...
poppy-ass song.
I
I think this is before you skated.
I've only seen one. though.
Could be.
No, I'm serious. This is old.
It could be. It could be.
It's before that.
Only Cliche video I've seen is Bon Voyage.
No, it
Kev
wasn't
Bradley's
that.
in it.
Nope.
He's
Kevin
young.
Bradley wasn't even alive when that video came out.
And Kyron Davis was in it. That's where I first heard of him. He's
like-
kind of been on my radar, and that video came out a while ago. No, I always thought his part in that was cool. And he skates for Numbers now. He's on Supreme, so he got some footage in Bless last year. Yeah, really cool. European. I don't know what country. But his Welcome to Thunder was filmed at South Bank in London. Killed the crust. He did his thing there. It was cool. A lot of pretty unique way to skate the obstacles there, which is sick. Yeah, it was tight.
Yeah, for how quick it was. I enjoyed it. He did a really cool I don't even know what you're gonna. He did like a 270 or like a. I don't know how to say this trick. It's like a 270 nose pick on that the hubba. I mean the hubba, the shootout ledge into the bank.
Yeah,
and then he grabs it into 180.
and yanks back in.
Yeah, he yanks back in. It looked really cool. And then he did a switchback nose blunt that looked really proper on that like little small bank. Yeah, he has good style. I like it.
Super creative skating, which I always like to watch. He has a Numbers part that came out probably like late last year, if I'm remembering correctly.
Check that out.
Dude, it's so good. It part is amazing. He's
got
just
some
super fun
footage
to
to
watch
watch.
skate. Yeah, you guys should look him up. He's super cool.
Oh yeah.
He always skates the cool bank spots. And in this, the ollie over to nose blunt slide on the bank,
Oh yeah.
so cool. And it made me think of Tom K immediately. 'Cause Tom K's always ollieing over stuff to nose blunt. So that was tight.
Forgot about that clip. That is a good one.
Short little 30-seconder. What park is this?
South Bank,
Where's that?
London.
I want to see Grant skate that.
Why?
You look like you'd have some fun there.
It looks cool. Everyone says it's hard to skate. Billy's been there. It looks really fun though.
He has been there. You're right. So
It does
is
look
Mike,
fun.
right? Has Mike been there?
I don't know. Maybe. But I know when Billy went, I don't think Mike wasn't with them. He was like on a family trip. Went to see Finn and was
my
able to
bad.
stop in for a session.
Oh, that's cool. Right on.
Yeah.
That video part I was talking about, I think they call it Clay, the cliche video. You ever see that part, Reef?
No, I did not. I've only heard of
Good
Bon
catch, by the
appetit.
way. Nice catch.
Thank you. Damn, I tried to play that one off. I've heard of Bon Appetit. I think there's one of their videos, and then like what Grant said, I bought Bon Voyage off iTunes at the time.
Yeah, that's what I have Bon Voyage on iTunes as well.
Heck yeah, that was was a really good part in there. Just to say, Flo, Martin or
Yeah. Honestly, I don't remember it. I haven't seen the video in forever, but just knowing Flo, I'm sure he did.
Yeah, it was a really good part.
I should rewatch that.
This
Cliche was cool, man. They had a cool team.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah.
They did. Rasa Libre was a cool team too.
Oh yeah.
This is not really a healthy question. It's more of a random question. Is what do you think is the best video name for skate video? I'll tell you the funniest. I think 5 Inches is a really funny name.
It is fun.
That is a funny
I
one.
want to look at a list.
Yeah.
This Billy's gonna kill me. He when they used to do I used to get iTunes videos for free because I would review them, and there was he wanted to come over and watch that video, and he said, "Let me get that 5-incher," and he said, "Damn it, that's such a bad name."
I always thought Right Foot Forward was a cool name.
Okay.
Maybe not the best, but I just thought it was cool that
All right.
like that just sticks out to me. I thought it was cool that they came up with that.
He's biased, ladies and gentlemen, because Wait a minute.
I'm regular.
Yeah.
I'm not biased. I just think it's cool. I promise.
Well, I mean, you're always skating right foot forward to get that fakie on, bitch. What you got, Reef? What do you think?
I mean, yeah, right is pretty like stuck in my head. So I guess probably that's a really
That name
random.
sucks. That name
No, that's
sucks.
that's kind of a cool name.
It's not.
And to
the
keep
video
going,
was
girl,
awesome, but I always hated that name.
No, to keep going with it, actually, and Pretty Sweet's kind of clever too for girl and chocolate because it's pretty for girls, sweet like chocolate.
I like chocolate.
Great video.
Yeah,
Great video.
I think Misled Youth is a very powerful name. There's a lot of.
actually, that's
probably-
Conversation starter.
Yeah, Drew, that was good.
I love that name a lot. No, fucking Jamie Thomas. That's a dope name, man. Dying to Live was kind of cool too, but not like Misled Youth.
Misled Youth, yeah. Oh, First Love, Transworld video. That's a good name.
Mm-hmm. You got any others, Grant? Come on, think deep.
I don't know. I mean, I can think of video names, but I'm trying to think of one that really stands out, and I don't
The Storm.
Since day one.
Feed the Need.
Oh,
That is a
sounds
good
cool.
one.
Yeah,
And I like
Good
that.
one.
I mean,
Got the rhyme in
I've
there
watched
too.
the whole video, but not in a long time. But Shriek's part is amazing.
Yes.
Kickflip
Shriek it.
front
I've
crook,
watched.
baby.
That's the most recent thing I've watched from that. Like, just went back and watched this part. So
Oh, yeah,
good.
it's first part. It's a good part. I think it's
What
first
made
part.
you want to watch that? Just had the desire?
Oh no, we were talking about Correa, the bump over bar, because he hard flips it in that, which is
Massive.
kind of funny. I feel like I had seen it before I tried that trick, but I didn't remember that he did it, and I've been trying it for a while. And then Billy or someone was like, "Oh yeah, Shuriken did that
Oh.
so long ago," but I mean, I didn't really care, and I didn't end up landing the hard flip. But I think that's why I went back and watched it. And Surrey skates Correa a lot back then.
Yep.
Nollie backside flips it.
I'm thinking of a different bump. What's the bump in downtown in San Diego where I think,
The one Wes Kramer skates?
yeah, it's still super low. Like, there's not even a bump really.
It's
and
a black
like
fence.
I don't remember it being tan.
Bump.
I think Walker Ryan does something over it, and so does I think Shuriken skated it too, but it wasn't hard flip.
I don't know.
It's like really big. I think he might have just done.
The one
like,
Shuriken
any-
hard flipped is the same one that Billy back 360 kick flipped.
Yeah, that popped in my head after, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody
I
should
can't
like shove
remember
on.
when you're talking about. I'm sure I've.
it's in a. It's like actually on a street, like you're skating down a sidewalk of a street. I just can't. I have no way of trying to give hints to it, but yeah, trying to remember.
There's a real isn't one. Actually, I heard it isn't there anymore. That Diego Nera kickflipped in downtown San Diego, but I'm sure that's a different one. If Diego only kickflipped it, I don't think anyone skated it all the way back and feed the need.
Yeah,
So it was like an ollie.
yeah. I think it was either a 180 and maybe, and I think Walker did backside flip, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Grant, I really like that beanie.
Oh, thank you.
Looks good on you. It's a good color.
Thanks, dude.
You-
Appreciate that.
You're welcome, man. Illegal Civ is no longer part of Baker Boys. They're moving along. Starting their own shit. Well, that's it. Cool. All right, let's get into the Grant's Grant.
No, we can talk about that.
I mean, what do you guys think about it?
Part of me isn't that surprised because it seems like Mikey from Illegal Civ kind of. I'm sure Baker Boys is a great stepping stone, and one thing I did think was cool in the post in the writing, it mentioned like from the blessing of Baker Boys, like he kind of thanked them and made it sound like they're on good terms, which is cool. But I think he has big aspirations to do stuff in and outside of skateboarding and kind of moving up once they have the ability, which now they do, to kind of do their own thing. Not surprised that they would. I think they have a lot of stuff they want to do, and maybe there'll be a little more control on their own, or maybe they just don't necessarily need to be under someone else anymore. So they moved along.
That's what it seemed like to me, that they didn't possibly need Baker anymore. It's not like a bad thing. It's just, they're growing, and it's a cool thing because, I mean, I think they mentioned it about in the little post they put. Reynolds went on to do his thing, and, they're just moving up on their way. So it's cool.
It's
That's
gone
a
full
board
circle with
brand?
Baker. Illegal Civ. Yeah. I mean,
Have you
it's
seen
a
their
crew.
boards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It is cool to think about how full circle Baker Boys has gone though, with like Birdhouse being through Baker now. It's pretty.
Yeah, I
cool.
love that story.
Yeah,
It's a great
that's a cool story. I like.
especially with
Also,
Riley.
shout out to the Riley's dad board graphic.
I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's such a good. Whoever thought of that's a genius.
Genius for sure.
I love it. It's time for everyone's favorite segment. It's time for the Grant's Gram.
Tyshawn Jones kickflip over the table the long ways at his own event in New York, which he had one last year with trash cans. This year they did tables, and he held it down just as you would expect him to. Diego Najera is the only other person to have done this, and part of me, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's gnarly regardless, but I wonder if the tables are the exact same height. But with all respect to Diego, I'm a big fan of Diego's skating. To be honest, Tyshawn's looked almost easier for Tyshawn. It just floats over this table.
With a tweak.
Yeah, he tweaks it a little bit.
Tweak it up.
Diego actually did the same thing with a little backside shifty.
Okay.
Yeah, man. They both did it great, but just seeing Tyshawn being able to do this at an event like that, and I haven't seen all the attempts, but it just looks so easy when he rolls away. It's crazy, and we know him and Diego both, two of the dudes with the most pop in skating. So I was tripping out when I saw that, and the whole recap just on Instagram of stuff I've seen from that event was crazy as well. But Tyshawn's kickflip was the big moment for me.
That sounds like another episode. That's Grant Fiero. That's Reef Willard. And that's Andrew Ariano. We'll catch you guys next week. Later, skaters.
Later.
Peace.